All right, welcome to part 2 of our hormone discussion. We're going to be talking about 6 of the metabolically active hormones that store fat or get rid of fat or help you to be hungry or full or things like that. There's more. There's a few more, but I'm not going to bore you to tears. We're just going to go over the 6 most important ones in my opinion. Okay? So the first one we're going to talk about in this session is ghrelin. Okay? Ghrelin is kind of like leptin's cousin. They get talked about quite a bit in conjunction with one another. Ghrelin is something we want to mediate. It's something we want to get under control because what it does is it makes you hungry and makes you want to eat food. Okay? So ghrelin is a stimulant to your appetite. In order to mediate ghrelin, in order to decrease this hormone that's making you hungry, you also want to decrease your insulin, okay, which we talked about before. So decreasing your insulin is going to help to optimize your ghrelin levels. We also want to optimize leptin. So all the things that were important for mediating insulin and optimizing leptin are also important for optimizing your levels of ghrelin. We also want to decrease stress and optimize our sleep. So getting good sleep, reducing our stress level, optimizing insulin and optimizing leptin all help to optimize this hormone. So if you're optimizing all those, you're not going to be constantly sent to the cupboard at 10 p.m. or to the fridge at 10 a.m. looking for a snack. Okay? It comes from your pancreas and your stomach. The next one we're going to talk about is one of my favorites, actually. It's like the unsung hero. It's like the eagle that swoops in at the end of Lord of the Rings to save the day. It's glucagon. I think glucagon is awesome. It's something we want to optimize in our body. Okay? Glucagon has a lot of actions. We don't hear about it a lot, but it's insulin's counter-regulatory hormone. Okay, so it has the opposite effect, really, of insulin. Glucagon actually raises our blood sugar when our blood sugar is too low. Glucagon is the hormone that should be working in our system most of the time if we're living how our hunter-gatherer ancestors lived. We shouldn't be producing insulin all the time, which we are because we're living a lifestyle that's not congruent with our genetics. But when we're living congruent with our genetics, glucagon should be being released. Because it raises the blood sugar in our body. It does a couple things to our liver. It releases stored sugar from our liver into our bloodstream. So we store sugar in times of plenty, and when we need to use it, glucagon goes in there and releases it. Okay? It also produces glycogen from protein that we get in our diet. Okay? So when we eat protein in our diet, our brain needs sugar. Glucagon helps to turn those amino acids from that protein into sugar that our brain can use. It also has an effect on getting fat out of our fat cells. Okay? So insulin stores fat, glucagon gets it out of the fat cell. And it also helps to release stored nutrients such as the fat in our fat cells. The way to optimize glucagon is to decrease dietary carbohydrate. Okay, that's important again. To eat protein-rich meals. So to eat plenty of protein if you eat plenty of protein in your meals, you're optimizing glucagon, which is going to decrease the fat in your fat cells. It also helps. It uses ingested amino acids from the protein in our meals, so that's why it's optimized there. And also exercising optimizes glucagon. Okay, exercising, especially the way we teach you how to exercise in the 6 for 60 Lifestyle Makeover Program, is going to optimize this very important hormone, which is secreted from our pancreas. Okay, you survived part 2. I'll see you in part 3. Thanks for watching.